it's the perfect job for me.
Are you sure about that?
I better let them know that I'm in and ready to start. If it's dangerous, I'm here for it. All right, let's do this. Now that's funny right there. Good point. Oh, what a cute puppy. Wait, what's this? This is the opportunity of a lifetime.
What's the opportunity of a lifetime?
The opportunity to work for Danger Enterprises.
What's Danger Enterprises?
It's an enterprise that's full of danger.
Are you sure about that?
No.
Yes. I mean, no. What else could it be though?
I mean, an enterprise is just a corporation or a company. But why would it be filled with danger? That just seems so...
Dangerous? I know. Which is why it's the perfect job for me, Hannah Danger.
Hannah Danger, applying for Danger Enterprises.
Wait, you can't just apply for a job that you know absolutely nothing about just because it has the word danger in it.
Sure I can, and I will. It's perfect. There's a 4-week competition with different missions to complete every week.
But what does it involve?
And the first one is this week. I better let them know now that I'm in and ready to start. Bye, Vince. Wish me luck.
Luck? But you haven't even prayed first.
Okay, my first mission is to take the city bus to a store that has some donations ready for me to drop off in the M1 bins at the church by 1 p.m. And they want proof with photo evidence along the way. How can I impress them by my dangerous nature? That's it! I'll take the Greyhound bus. That's way better than some plain old city bus. Greyhounds are fast dogs, so that must mean that this bus is the fastest. And fast is dangerous. That'll be way more dangerous and impressive to Danger Enterprise.
One dangerous hour later.
Well, it took me long enough to figure out that the Greyhound bus doesn't run through the city, but at least I have pictures proving that I tried to take the more exciting, dangerous route. Now, let's just see where this boring city bus stop is. Ah, I found one close by. All right, let's do this.
Hannah Danger, back in action.
One not so dangerous city bus ride later. Another less than dangerous city bus ride and car ride later.
Oh, hello. You must be Hannah.
Danger!
What? Where?
No, I'm so sorry. That's just my full name, Hannah Danger.
Oh, well, it's nice to meet you, Hannah Danger.
You too.
Thanks for the donations. To complete your mission, I have some volunteer work for you.
Oh, okay. And don't worry about me. If it's dangerous, I'm here for it.
Okay, well, it's just volunteering.
Oh, sounds dangerous.
The others have completed their mission, but I still have some work for you to do.
Oh, okay. And sorry I'm a little late. I attempted to take the most dangerous route.
Oh, okay. Well, we can always use help serving with Community Connect. Community Connect provides food, clothing, and personal hygiene items to communities in Albuquerque and the surrounding areas.
Awesome.
Yeah, come with me and I'll show you what you'll be doing.
Well, that was dangerously fun. I should call Vince and tell him about my day of danger.
Hey, Hannah. How'd it go today?
Danger!
Oh, lots of danger, huh? Nice.
No, I mean, yeah. Oh, never mind. Anyways, yes, it was a danger-filled day, and I really think I'm gonna impress them with how I made it even more dangerous.
What do you mean?
Well, I showed them that I was willing to take the Greyhound bus instead of the plain old city bus.
I read the job description, and it sounds like they want you to follow the strict instructions for each mission.
Yeah, that's what everyone else is doing. But I, on the other hand, will stand out with my more dangerous approach.
Hannah.
Danger!
Right, that's what I meant.
Well, I gotta go, Vince. It's time for Sage Danger's dangerous walk.
Well, I tried. Well, kids, even though Hannah Danger had to get off the phone, this is a great lesson for all of us because following instructions is very important. There's actually someone in the Bible who didn't follow instructions and things got really messy for him. These instructions weren't from just anyone. They were instructions from God. You might have even heard this story before. It's the story of Jonah. This is one of my favorite stories too. Let's take a look at it together. One day, God spoke to Jonah and said, "Get up and go to the great city of Nineveh. Announce my judgment against it because I have seen how wicked its people are." So, as you can see, God gave Jonah some pretty specific instructions here. Let's see what Jonah does. But Jonah got up and went in the opposite direction to get away from the Lord. He went down to the port of Joppa, where he found a ship leaving for Tarshish. He bought a ticket and went on aboard, hoping to escape from the Lord by sailing to Tarshish. Okay, what? Clearly Jonah did not do what God asked, and even ran away from God too. Instead of going to Nineveh like God said, he went the opposite way to Tarshish. Yikes. Let's see what happens. But the Lord hurled a powerful wind over the sea, causing a violent storm that threatened to break the ship apart. Fearing for their lives, the desperate sailors shouted to their gods for help and threw the cargo overboard to lighten the ship. But all this time, Jonah was sound asleep down in the hold. So the captain went down after him. "How can you sleep at a time like this?" he shouted. "Get up and pray to your God. Maybe he will pay attention to us and spare our lives." So God caused a storm to get Jonah's attention, but Jonah was over here, sound asleep on the ship. Then the crew cast lots to see which of them had offended the gods and caused the terrible storm. When they did this, the lots identified Jonah as the culprit. Casting lots just means they were betting on who was responsible for all the craziness happening. Once they thought it was Jonah, they tried to talk to him. "Why has this awful storm come down on us?" they demanded. "Who are you? What is your line of work? What country are you from? What is your nationality?" Jonah answered, "I'm a Hebrew, and I worship the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the land." This terrified the sailors. You see, Jonah had already told them that he was running away from God, so they were probably afraid of what would happen next. Let's keep reading. And since the storm was getting worse all the time, they asked him, "What should we do to stop this storm?" "Throw me into the sea," Jonah said, "and it will become calm again. I know this terrible storm is all my fault." Yikes. Jonah actually wanted the sailors to throw him into the sea because he realized that the storm was all because he didn't obey God. Let's see if the sailors listened to Jonah. Instead, the sailors rowed even harder to get the ship to the land. But the stormy sea was too violent for them, and they couldn't make it. Then they cried out to the Lord, Jonah's God. "Oh Lord," they pleaded, "don't make us die for this man's sin. Don't hold us responsible for his death. Oh Lord, you have sent this storm upon him for your own good reasons." Then the sailors picked Jonah up and threw him into the raging sea. And the storm stopped at once. The sailors were awestruck by the Lord's great power, and they offered him a sacrifice and vowed to serve him. Wow. The sailors didn't want to throw Jonah over at first, but there was no other choice. The storm would not stop, so they threw him over. And just like that, the storm finally stopped. Now, God gives us the choice to obey him, but he also gives us consequences when we don't. That's why it's important for us to trust what God is asking us to do. Jonah ran away from God, but God sees everything because we can't hide from God. Jonah finally realized that and asked to be thrown overboard. Now, even though this caused a big mess, God still used this mess to show the sailors who he is. They got to see God's power and made promises to him. But what happened to Jonah? Well, join us next week to find out. And let's see what Hannah Danger does on her next mission too. Will she finally follow the strict instructions or go her own way again like Jonah did? All I know is that we can't hide from God. See you next week, Kids Planet.